welcome back to my Explaindio 3.0 video series. This is a review and demo series. The first couple videos unfortunately did not do too well yet in terms of views. I don't know if that's going to pick up or not, but you know, never mind that. I've still promised a third video in the series, and this will be the best of the three. In terms of what I'm going to try to do today is basically, in what is my 5th time using Explaindio 3.0 now, is basically create an outro that I will use for some of my actual YouTube videos. It'll be kind of fun. I think it's going to be a Mr. Robot themed outro for those of you that are a fan of the show. I am certainly a fan of Mr. Robot myself. So, so let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, we are looking at a blank canvas right now. I've already created the project and given it a name. So we can go ahead and get started and add our first scene. All right, so first thing I want to do is, as you know, you can start from, you have many different options when you have a blank canvas here. You can start from an animation, you can start from a still background, whatever you want. What I'm going to do is grab an animated GIF that I downloaded. I just found this simply on Google Images. I have a bunch of them, and there's no particular reason that I like this more than any others or anything like that, but I just decided to roll with it, basically. I'm not going to sketch it in. We're going to add this to our canvas. And we're going to resize it so that it fits the width, the height and width of our canvas as well. Alright, so just move it along there, make sure it fills out that canvas. And just to show you it's animated, we're going to go ahead and preview. You see how that's moving. Now it's very short right now. See how short the video is? Just like that. We can easily change that, and we will, by coming out of the canvas. And by the way, I don't know if you happen to watch the first and second video, but I do want to kind of point out, you know, just as speaking towards how intuitive this software is, you might notice how much more quickly I go through the program and kind of already have a feel for where things are. For example, this is how long the GIF is taking in my timeline. So you can see this is the 10-second mark. This is the 25-second mark. And then the 40-second mark. To extend that, all we have to do is click on the frames toggle here and just simply hold and make it longer. And as you can see up here, it's expanding and getting longer as we hold it down. So I'm just going to bring this out to about 25 seconds, and later on, if I want to shorten it, I can. Probably will want to shorten it. I'll just leave it at 20, actually. It doesn't make sense to go all the way up to 25. But anyway, and I don't need to preview this. I'm sure, as you might imagine, it's actually previewing right now anyways as we go. But it's just the same thing but longer. It's obviously just looping the animation there. So, so obviously that's something you can do. You could take any animation that you find online and use that as the background, or use it anywhere else in your animation. All of these things can be integrated. Speaking of integration, now I'm going to add my next element. So I'm going to come back inside the canvas here, and I'm going to add this time a static image, a bitmap image. I've just linked up Pixabay, or I've applied for my what do you call it, API key. I'm waiting for that, so I don't have that linked up or hooked up to Explaindio yet. But so I'm using everything is coming from my hard drive basically. So I went ahead and downloaded this photo, then went into Photoshop and cropped out the 2 characters from the photo and got this. I basically put it in front of a transparent background, and as you can see, you know, as an option, I could have this sketched in. I'm kind of wondering if I should do that or not. You know, it would be cool to show you guys the sketch animation. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just do it just to show you the sketch animation, but ultimately, since I am going to be probably using this as an outro, I don't want to sketch it into the canvas. But just to show you real quick, if you remember from watching the last video, I believe, these elements are basically layers. So the first element is going to be on top of your animation. The second is behind that element, and the third behind that, and so on. So let's do a quick preview, and you'll see my point here. You cannot see the image that I just brought in because it is behind the background right now. Your background should be your very last layer because it is in the back. So it should be, you know, everything should be in front of that. So in order to do that, you simply click on whatever you want to bring to the front and click on Move Up. And now, let's go ahead and do a couple things to it before we preview. Since we're going to be sketching this in, let's come over to the properties, effects. Let's see, I think, where do we do the sketch control? See, that's something I haven't really done yet, so I'm trying to get a hang of, I know it's somewhere here. Somewhere you control the sketch effect. Why am I not finding it though? Why can't I find that? Let's see, maybe, is it here? Add new effect, sketch. Yeah, I guess so. Sketch by, okay, sketch by hand. There we go. I thought I already did that, but now you see. Okay, now it's already showing it to us, right? So that little sketch now. We can change the sketch color. Wait. That didn't do it. You have to check that first. There you go. So see how I changed the sketch color to white there? We could even do like kind of a grayish or enter any color code for that matter. We'll stick to white, I guess. And what else? So set hand here. We can choose the hand that we want to see. Many different hands to choose from. Let's go with, let's try that one out. Yeah, you know, that's fine. So that's something you could do. You could have it sketched in. I'm actually not going to sketch it in. So I just wanted to show you that though. I wanted to show you that feature. One of many features. All right. I'm going to add a different effect. This effect is going to be fly in. And then you see how it kind of drags in from the bottom. Now let's have it come in from the top. Let's see what that looks like. I kind of like the bottom effect better. Okay, so we're gonna have it come in like that. All right. Now after that, what we want to do is add our third element. The third element. So I'm going to come back to the canvas. I'm going to add text. Put it somewhere up here. Kind of want it to be in the middle or centered. Oops, didn't want to do that. Control Z is undo. Once again, we want to move our text to the front, as I said earlier. I'm going to change our text color to white. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Move my microphone over a bit. I'm going to go through these offline. I don't want to take too much of your time while I choose a font here. Okay, so I've decided on this font. Kind of goes with the theme, I thought. But now we want to see how all of this comes together so far. So this would be a good time to preview what we have. Now, look at our timeline here. You could see that right now in the timeline, our text is going to come in right when Mr. Robot does. I do want to, sorry, the image Mr. Robot does, but let me close this and show you what I mean. So thanks for watching. That's there already, see? All right, where did our image go? All right, so here's what we want to do, I think. I want to move the text there. Let's go ahead and preview now. All right, so basically what I did is I created the sequence here where the first thing that happens is our image floats up, and that's why the timeline's so great. After that animation finishes, and this is the animation duration right there, then the text appears. Okay. You see it comes up, then the text just appears, but we're going to make it we're going to add an effect to that text as well. So we had this one come up from the bottom. Let's have the text fly in from the top. And remember, there's other animations we can do as well. All right, I just chose that one. All right, so let's go ahead and preview, see what this looks like. I think I did it wrong. Yeah. All right, that came in from the bottom. I want to have it come in from the top. So let's see. All right, so we have it come in. No, it still didn't do it. What, did I not save it? Let's see. That's weird. That came in from the bottom, this one, or maybe I don't have it selected. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, let's preview that. I didn't have it selected. You have to select on the element, obviously. Okay, so that comes in. Now everything's there. Thanks for watching. All right, now we're going to transition into our next scene, which means we're going to remove these two elements from the animation. All right, so at the end of this animation, we're going to do a fly out. Or not even that. Not even that. Actually, okay, let's not do that one. We're going to have them fade out at the same time, basically. We want them to fade out. How are we going to do that, though? All right, let's see. I guess that would be another effect. Okay, fade out. There we go. That's what we want to do. Same thing here. Add new effect, fade out. Now let's go back. Preview from the start. This comes in. Thanks for watching. Okay, what's the problem here? The problem is they're not fading out at the same time. We want these to fade out simultaneously, so that's obviously controlled in the timeline. All right, so I'm going to move this here. Oops. What did I do? Fade. All right, let's try that again. Fade out. Okay, the reason this isn't working is because we need to do that. pause after action. We need to drag this out so that it lines up with our text action. We want them to line up. There we go. Now let's preview. Now they should disappear at the same time. So this comes in. Thanks for watching came in from the bottom again. But they're fading out at the same time. Good. That's what we want to see. Well, let's go ahead and fix the fly-in. Should be coming in from the bottom. There we go. It's also coming pretty far down. I'm going to go ahead and bring this text up just a little and center it a little better as well, like that. All right, like that. So let's do one more preview. There we go, looking better. Everything's synced up. And that will be our first of 2 scenes in this animation. So right now I'm going to click save my project. Should have done that earlier actually. Alright, now the first thing we want to do before we create our next scene, notice how everything kind of stops around almost 10 seconds. So if you remember, the very first thing we did was we changed the duration of our background image. We want to come back to that and actually shorten it, bring it back to like 10 seconds, which is the number of frames. So we're just going to shrink that, and I probably should have done this before I saved, but no big deal. We'll get that taken care of. And it's really sitting at about 9, just over 9 seconds. So I'll slow down right around here. And I think that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to save this. Now come back over here, create new scene. Where is it? Oh, so I'm going to have to add an element before we see our new scene come up here. But and by the way, we can also add scene audio, but that's something I'll do last. So I just kind of condensed each of my elements in the first scene. Now you're going to see what it looks like when we have a second scene to work from, and we're going to start with, we're going to grab the same background we used last time actually, and open that. Once again, it will not be sketched in, but there's our new scene. See it here on the timeline, coming in right at the 10-second mark approximately. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to stretch to fit. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a function inside Explaindio 3.0 which does exactly what I'm doing manually here, but I'm not sure of it yet, so I'm just going to go with that. Do the same thing we did earlier. We're going to stretch this out to about 20 and make it about 20 seconds long, I guess. All right. Well, this time, and we're going to do the same type of thing, but this time we're going to have a different image and a different message, which I happen to have planned out already, but let me get something here. All right, so next up, I'm going to bring in a character from Mr. Robot that talks a lot about time and the importance of time. And if you watch the show, you probably already know who I am referring to. So I'm going to bring him into this outro and add a cheesy line to go with it. So first of all, let's come back to this canvas here, and we're going to bring out a bitmap image from local storage or hard drive. And here he is. As you can see, I don't have him cut out, so I'm not sure if I might have to go into I'm not going to sketch him in this time. Now let's see if he blends into the background or not. Not really. Not really. So, you know, so see how we have two different shades of black here? And we have that smoky, the smoke around him, and he happens to be smoking a cigarette in that scene. So, what to do here? I think I'm going to go just fix this image up just a tad bit. Clean it up just a bit. Kind of cut out that background surrounding the smoke. Alright. Then I'll be back. So we're going to do that first. Alright, so I'm not the best Photoshop guy, and this isn't going to be perfect. But let's see how it looks anyways. Hopefully it'll be better than the original. We will find out in a moment. Alright, here we go. Here goes nothing. We're not going to sketch it in. Not bad. Not bad. I don't think it's bad. So again, I have to move it to the front. Let's take a quick preview here. Oh, so obviously this is from the very beginning scene, which is good that it's showing us this. Those are going to disappear. New guy shows up. That's the new scene, by the way. And yeah, that's all we have so far. We're going to do that same animation. Let's actually experiment with some. See, I want to move this around on the one hand so it's not coming in from the bottom just like last time. But the problem is it's kind of cut off down here. And that's the thing. It kind of looks awkward because of that. Which is why I elected to have it down here again. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I will make it a little bit larger. And Mr. Robot fans will hopefully get the message once I put it up there anyways. The time add new effect. We're going to fly it in. What else do we have? Just out of curiosity. Got slide from left, skew, fall out from top, slide from down, smooth entrance. What does that mean? What is the smooth entrance? Let's see if I could just preview this. Oh, there it is. Well, look at that. So there's all kinds of there's all kinds of cool little look at that. I could roll with that. I could do that. There's all kinds of effects that Explaindio gives you. Let's see what else there is real quick. That was one. Look at all these. Choppy landing, angle rolling, scale bounce, bounce rotate. Oh man. Dive, whatever that is. See, I'm kind of really new to a lot of these. Let's try. There's choppy landing. There's a lot of fun effects that you could do here. Let's jump up. Oh, I see. There's jump up. We did fly in the first time. We could be boring and consistent, I guess. Or we could do that. He is kind of a funny character. Funny, mysterious, and also a little creepy. All in one. That's pretty cool there. Try that again, scene preview. Well, that's more of how it leaves the screen, though. I'm trying to give it like a entrance animation, basically. All right, let's try slide from bounce short, bounce long, skew from left, fall out from the top. No, we want it to come up from the bottom, if anything. choppy landing, smoothing, angle. What's this one? Angle rolling. I'll do that for fun. Do that. Alright, so we'll bring him in. Kind of funky animation style there. And then we'll add our text. We are going to stick with the same font. I'm going to bring this up. Move it up to the top layer. Make sure it's large enough. Choose our white font. Make sure we have it selected. Hopefully I'll remember the font that this is the font that I chose. Alright. And what I'm going to say is, I know your time is important. Let's see if I could do it on two. Your time was important. So he always talks about the importance of time, which is why he's which is why I have that cheesy little message there. Let's see. So it looks like it's doing an automatic center alignment as well. Let's take a look at that real quick. That's weird. Look at this. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna have the text come in after the image does. And we're gonna do a scene preview. Actually, let's add our effect to the text. We're gonna have a text effect first, so add a new effect. Text by letter. Let's try this out for fun. So you can do there's some text effects that you can choose from as well. I don't know why it cut out some of my text there. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see. I can do that. Slide from down, all kinds of options within within Explaindio. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. One thing I will add, basically, if you wanted to add some background music, you could do that. All you need to do is click here and select an MP3 from your hard drive. So we could have had some background music very easily with the click of a button. I do not have any yet for this particular animation. You can also add your background music externally. For example, if we were to somewhere here is that option to produce our entire, I guess it's this one actually, create video. Create video. So now if you create your video, and this is what we would do next if we were turning it into a file. But you've been with me for quite some time, and by the way, I do appreciate that. But this is what you would do. So you would pick a destination for it. You would choose your quality. 720 is good to me, but if you really want to max out, go with 1080p HD. And then choose your quality and export speed. All right. You can add a watermark if you want. And then you would click Start Export, and it'll create an, I believe, MP4 file. in the folder that you chose. Simple as that. All right. That's all it takes. So what you could do, what I would tend to do normally is create my video without background music, and then externally go inside a program like Camtasia, and that way every time I use this video for an outro, I can use a different background audio file if I wish. You know, stuff like that. It's really whatever you want to do. But if you want to add your background music within the program, again, it's right here. Okay, the option is right there. And so that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I wish I could really go deeper into Explaindio, because we're still only scratching the surface, and I'm still just an amateur really working within the software. You can do so many really cool animations with Explaindio 3.0. But if it looks like something you're interested in, please consider purchasing through my link, which is below this video. I promise you I have the best discount going at any given time, and I'll also give you the exclusive bonuses which are shown on my review page. Keyword there is exclusive. In other words, these bonuses are not available through any other offers. You will also get the vendor's bonuses, and everyone will get those bonuses no matter who they purchase from. So yeah, so now we're actually done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. And with that said, we are out.
You can't see it, it's electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
You gotta feel it, it's electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.